Hi everybody, I'd like to show you some stretches useful to do while walking. So when we go for a run, we often stretch anyway because we know it's necessary, but not when we walk, which is a very similar movement, not as high impact. So you don't have to necessarily stretch straight after the run, but just doing a few basic stretches a couple of times during the week are useful to prevent injuries. Starting with the calf, so place your left leg back and right leg forward and make sure that the back foot is very straight, so it even feels like the big toe is slightly pointing inwards and the weight is going more towards the outside of the foot than on the arch. And then bend your front knee, so bring the weight into the front leg and you can feel a stretch in your left calf, and you can go more and more, and stretching pain is a sweet pain, so not to be afraid of, but of course kind of respecting it. About 15-20 seconds is a good time to hold. Same on the other side. So it really makes a difference to place that back foot, so you can even look that your big toe feels like it's pointing inwards slightly, and then bending the front leg. So by placing the back foot properly, you will get more of the fibers in the calf. And holding, and the more flexible you are, the more you can lean forward, as opposed to when it's tight, it's not so far. Then the next one is Achilles stretch. It's not a kind of regular stretch everybody should be doing all the time, but if you've had an injury or experienced some tightness in the Achilles tendon, it's a useful one to do. So stand in a step standing. So in a small step, feet pointing straight ahead, keeping the back straight, and just drop your knees. So kind of letting the body weight just to sink down. Imagine like you're going to kind of sit on the chair. And for example, I don't feel any stretch there because it's not tight, but if there's an underlying tightness, you'll certainly notice it. And then same on the other side. Then next one is your hamstring, so the back of the thigh. If you don't have a step handy, then you bend one leg and then keep the other leg straight. And it's really important to keep the back straight. So it's even overdoing that straight back. If you round the spine and reach to the foot, we are not stabilizing the pelvis, so we don't get as efficient stretch. And flex the foot, bring the foot up as well, so you can really feel it in the calf that way. So it's mainly for the hamstring, but the whole leg will get the benefit. And then the more flexible you are, the more lower you can go. Another way of doing this is if you have a step, a pavement, or just a step, you can place your leg on a step, and then you don't need to bend the other leg. And then again with a straight back, lean forward. So if your hamstrings are really tight, there's a nice way of doing a prolonged stretch. So against a tree or in a doorway, so putting your leg up against something and then lying down, the other leg is straight, and just you can chat to whoever is in there, you can look at the sky if you're outdoors, indoors, maybe listen to the music, watch TV, and then as you get looser, you just move closer and closer. So what we are aiming is to have the leg kind of 90-degree angle. And maybe not first thing in the morning, but this is the kind of flexibility everybody can improve on. So you can, on this one, you can stay for 5 minutes. Don't need to do it when you're busy, but if you have time, and it's kind of a laziest stretch you can ever do, because you can just lie down and you can read a book or chat. So very practical. And the last one is for the quadricep muscle. So this is the front of the thigh. You grab the ankle with your same hand and then push the knee back and kick your heel away from your bum and pressing the front of the ankle onto your hand. Open the front of the hip and be nice on the knee. So when we are squeezing the knee, it can be uncomfortable. So open that angle and we get more stretch that way. I would invite you not to hold on to something, because even trying to balance like this is an exercise itself, because balance and coordination is something we need to work on as a skill. When we sit and don't move, all these kind of neuromuscular functions become compromised. And same on the other side. So always grab the same ankle with your same hand. And then, as you see, balance maybe not so good on that side. So just compare that and then kind of kicking the heel away. So again, 15-20 seconds of that. The common injuries in walking. Tight plantar fascia, which is the sole of the foot. So this is due to either weak arches, fallen arches, weak ankles, poor shoes, shin splint, pain in the front of the shins, the knee pain. It can be medial knee pain, it can be lateral iliotibial band. The gradual injury or a pain or symptom in walking usually has a reason. It's telling us something, it's a symptom. So please contact a physio if this happens and try to kind of nip these problems in the bud so that they don't escalate and especially that they don't become painful, and that will stop you from walking. So enjoy.